Welcome to episode 246.
Yeah.
Cigar Hustler Podcast.
Evening edition.
Oh, that's right. It's not, sort of.
It's definitely evening. Well past my bedtime.
I didn't print
be fucking home by now.
You too can be part of our show or any of the shows on the Hustler Universe Podcast Network. Put your products in front of thousands of listeners every week on 13 different podcast providers all around the world. All you have to do is email me, Mike, at mikeandmikeproductions.com for pricing and more information. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe on whichever our providers you use.
I like that you have that saved on your phone now.
I print it every week. I just forgot. I didn't print anything today because we have a guest.
This fucking guy, he's got a better phone than me now. He's got.
Do I have a better phone than you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have the 13?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No. I think I have a 12 or an 11 or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. I ride them out until they get kind of shitty.
Well, I mean, I had an 8 before you got me the 13.
Look, I felt so. This first of all, Howard G from Howard G Cigars
is on with us today. Sorry, introduce our guest.
Diehard Eagles fan, if you can see on YouTube, obviously.
Absolutely not. How about them Cowboys, baby?
We're gonna get into that in a second for sure. But like before, I just want to say, so he bitched about his computer. So now we got him the Megalodon.
We had to get another. Yeah, the other one started getting old.
Look, he's downplaying.
I'm not downplaying. It's a nice computer. It's better than the other one.
Well, as this, so we kind of built this machine.
I can upload and download at the same time.
Right. So the production company, the podcast has turned into this production company.
Okay.
And now we have people. Make sure you're on their mic too.
Yeah, you got to lean in there, boy.
There you go.
Attaboy.
So they can hear me.
Oh,
there you go.
There
You get to say in that sexy husky voice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Baby.
Yeah,
So as this has kind of grown and developed, we got more videos and more so the laptop started to bog down. It's like, dude, let's just go get you the fucking Kamehameha, Apple, yada yada.
and the other one was the Kamehameha
at the time.
At the time,
yeah. And now you have surpassed that.
Right. This one's better.
Yeah. And now he's got a little extra pep in his step. He's very excited.
I like new toys.
Yeah.
I like getting new toys.
Yeah. So, you
do all the work, you get all the toys.
This is
just the way it works.
Is that how that works?
Is
that why I have no new toys?
That's exactly why I do it. So I have the nicer phone, the nicer laptop.
Yeah, you do. You have a nicer everything. It's fucking ridiculous. So, you were just in Miami? What were you doing in Miami? Or no?
What, like today?
Were you were
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I was in Jacksonville yesterday earlier.
Okay.
I went to Jacksonville on Saturday
Okay.
to hang out with Leon Searcy.
Right.
So one of my guys. So
Right.
Very nice, man.
Awesome, dude.
we hung out at Aromas. Well, we went to Island Girls and hung out at Aromas in the back VIP.
So you were working?
So no, just chilling.
In the back VIP.
So we can buy some bottles in there and watch the Hurricane game.
Okay.
So since my Florida State Seminoles won on Friday night,
Yes.
I said I can go to
the hell?
Jacksonville. What the hell?
Leon's obviously a Canes guy.
Hang out there with the 3-time national champion. Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday, he had tickets for me to go to the Jaguars game.
Okay.
But I left.
You missed
early.
that fucking game?
Yeah. Well, when I got up,
Oh my god.
when I got up, it was raining, bro. It was like hard down raining.
Right. So
at
you
Jacksonville.
figured there's no game.
Are you new to
And-
Florida?
No, it's not. But I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm not going to sit out there with the ponchos on.
Okay.
In Jacksonville for the Jaguars, it's not happening.
Okay.
But what happened was really is the fact that my casino host a couple of days prior, she hits me and she goes, "Howie, I have Alicia Keys tickets for you on the floor."
My casino host. See, this is the
Yeah,
thing.
what
This
is
the
that?
shit. This is why
He just
I wanted
says it
Howard
like
on.
it's an everyday thing.
Right.
Like we all have.
I'm like, I
casino
need
hosts.
to know the life of
my
Howard.
casino coach calls me and
Yeah,
says,
hey.
says Alicia would like you to come see her.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay. And I, text I called my fiance, Rachel, which y'all both
Very
know.
lovely woman.
Yep.
And she was like, "Oh my God, blah blah blah." blah. So
Yeah.
that
right.
was the reason why I really decided I'm not going to risk being stuck in traffic trying to leave
Right.
that game
And all this
to
rain.
get back to Orlando
Right.
to go to Tampa.
Imagine living the life.
time to see
Hold on,
Alicia.
wait, 1 second.
It would have been
Imagine.
so great if you didn't say the last name.
She was amazing.
Alicia
Alicia
I
Keys.
bet. Yeah.
She was
No,
amazing.
I figure you just call her Alicia.
Yeah,
at this point.
Hey, we
We
call
know
her A.
first name
Yeah, we
basis.
call her
Right,
A.
right.
Hey,
We're tight. Drop the A bomb.
Yeah, she brought a couple of bottles to the table. It was a good
Can
night.
you imagine though? Like, hey, my boys got me tickets to the Jacksonville,
Right.
to the NFL game, which was a great game that you missed out.
Well, it was.
But
Jacksonville,
I'm just gonna go ahead and I gotta put a pass on this. I gotta get home.
Yeah, I got to get home.
Because I gotta get to the Alicia Keys concert
Right.
with my fiance. So fuck that.
It's floor seats.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna go out to.
listen,
Where were the football seats?
There was like 200s.
Oh, wow.
This is Jacksonville. I could get tickets for Jacksonville anytime.
I would have totally.
yeah,
You
yeah.
should have
get me
totally.
15 tickets. A couple years ago, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He has me at will call. Like 200. I mean, there's what? He had 20 tickets waiting for me. I was only able to bring 10 people.
Right. There's 10 of us.
Other 10 wasn't really interested in
Right.
seeing the Jaguars. I'm
Right.
not being funny. It's the
Right.
truth.
Right. No, it's just,
So,
right.
They're a team that's been on a rebuild for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I got to give them credit
Yes.
for them to have the number when it comes to the Colts.
Yeah.
It's just shocking because that's the same team that caused them, the Colts, not to make the playoffs by losing to them last year.
They put up a goose egg,
And now they scored 0 points. I
Oh.
said, "Oh man,
and you missed it.
that's true." But I did bet
saw
for
Alicia.
them to cover. So it was profitable.
Right. Okay. So it worked out.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't bet for them to win the game.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have made more money if I betted for them to win.
Yeah.
Right.
But I did bet for them to cover.
A home dog.
because
They were a home dog. Oh yeah, I love a home dog. It's always nice.
I was like,
Take
yeah,
the points.
they're gonna definitely.
Like, give me the points. Mike has no idea.
No,
what
I
we're
understand
talking
what
about.
I know cover and I know take the
I
point.
know cover,
I understand how this works. I mean, I probably couldn't have figured it out if I was making the bet, but
Okay, so all right. So Leon's obviously a partner with you. You make a cigar for him. Ike Taylor's obviously a partner with you. And you're kind of getting going. You're a few years now. This is year 2. Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you said, "Hey, my life is fucking great. I got NFL access." I mean, I would be like, Leon, why I need to be on the floor? I don't. I want to run out of the tunnel with these guys or
Right,
whatever.
right.
But hey, whatever.
I'm saving that for the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
that makes sense. I mean, look at
that
the
one-
man's
right.
close.
That has clout.
Right. I need a press pass at that point. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So you got all these things fucking going on. And you're like, hey, you know what? My life is so good. I really need to offset it. Why don't I get in the fucking cigar industry? Is that what happened? I mean,
How can I fuck this up?
yeah, like I really need to. I need some kind of
a challenge.
displeasure. Where I get teed off on all the time or whatever. Cigars. That's what you.
No,
No.
it was more like everything I fucking do is with a cigar.
Right.
Right.
If I can meet with a client and they smoke a cigar,
Right.
I'm going to meet them somewhere where we can smoke a cigar.
Right.
And so with that being the case, that's what originally got me excited about getting into cigars.
All right.
Just the smoking aspect of it. It wasn't. I never had the thought of being in the business side of it. I just enjoyed cigars.
Right.
And I enjoyed the camaraderie, the people that I met throughout my time smoking cigars, and it's been like 15 years now. And
Damn.
and some
How
of the
old are you?
relationships.
Wait. How old are you?
I am 38 currently.
You fucking liar.
38, bro.
No, you're not. I want to see your driver's license right now.
I'll show
Keep
it to
this
you.
shit. There's no way you're 38.
I have a night.
You think he's younger or older?
I don't know. I feel like 15 years of smoking. That means he started at like 23 years old.
What's wrong with that?
How many people started at 23?
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, I have a 19-year-old next month.
Okay.
On the 8th, I have a 19-year-old.
Dude. Guys, so wait a second. Is he bullshitting with the 38 now? I'm now even more confused.
I don't know.
He added another variable to this.
Right. So it's
I was born in 83.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll be 39.
That would work.
I'll be 39
Okay.
in November.
Oh.
So
Okay. All right.
yeah,
so you just
I'm hanging
You're
on.
holding on to
I'm
that
hanging on
38.
to a little bit of the 38.
Okay.
what is your birthday in November?
November 28th.
My wife's 29th.
Oh,
There you go. Birthday party.
Sagittarius.
That's
Right.
it.
Maybe we can get floor seats for Alicia or Elton John or something.
Yeah, somewhere the fuck is
Hey,
it?
listen,
whatever's in town.
listen. Elton John ain't fucking going to Hard Rock.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That guy's going to be at the Magic
Yeah,
Arena.
yeah, that's true.
If he's
Yeah,
in
or
this
Camping
area.
World
Or
Stadium.
Camping,
yeah.
yeah, he's Camping World Stadium.
But
Yeah,
you know,
he's Camping World, yeah.
so then Howard just have to call his connect there. I mean,
Right,
it's just-
right.
it would be a big
It's
deal.
camping hostess.
It's camping hostess.
Camping hostess. He has hostess everywhere.
So when you say clients, what do you like? What do you do?
So outside of cigars.
Yeah.
So my background has been, I've been in sales my whole life. Okay. So I have, not real estate, but I have insurance license. Okay. So I have the 215s, 214s. I've been in network marketing my whole career.
Okay.
But my driving force has been connecting deals. So I do a lot of acquisition connections. So I get my points on getting the money that my clients need.
Holy shit!
So, and if you look at it,
that's why he has a host
connected.
No, but if you look at it from a standpoint of, okay, cigar people, people that smoke cigars,
right?
Typically, if you smoke like we smoke, you're not
financially well off.
pinching pennies.
You're a little higher up the food chain.
So, so just from that standpoint of doing all different types of deals,
right?
It's easier to do them at the cigar bar.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I have 9 hedge fund friends I've met over the last 15 years.
Right.
That all came because of a cigar.
And now he slides his cigar over to him. Like, here you go.
No, this is before Howard G.
I know. But I said that now.
It literally started from them seeing me wearing Robert Graham shirts. And that will literally be a conversation starter.
What's Robert Graham?
Thank you.
You know what Robert Graham shirts. The shirts I had on at the PCA.
Oh, the bright flowery, the very nice.
See, I thought here's the thing. You really threw me off with the whole Dallas Cowboys gear. I thought for sure it was going to be a loud shirt thing coming in.
Literally,
this is everyday wear, Howard.
No.
This is not. This is every Monday.
Oh.
Here is why.
This is not Clean Monday.
Please explain to my friend Michael as to why you were in Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, they played it? They played today?
So they played yesterday.
Oh, okay.
We were supposed to lose. We were expected to lose.
Right.
And our defense stepped up and made some plays in the last few minutes of the game.
Right.
For us to get the ball back, and we drove down and kicked the field goal. Well, the linebacker that I have on right here, which is Vanderesh,
right,
he made some really key stops in the last in the late parts of the fourth quarter.
Oh,
and so since I have about 30 Cowboy jerseys, I decided to show him
so you
some
have
love.
One for everybody?
No.
Oh, okay. No. So, I didn't know. Maybe you just happened to, or you just went, okay, see who made a good play this week. Oh, him. I wear this.
Well, last week I wore Diggs. Trayvon Diggs.
Right.
So this week I'm giving him some love.
You wore that on Monday? Or did you wear that on Sunday?
I wore that one on Sunday because it was a Sunday night game.
Okay, yeah.
The game that we got.
Couldn't wear that on Monday.
No, the game that
it's not
Tom
a victory.
Brady.
Yes.
Well,
he went in methodical. Like secondary in Dallas is no joke, right?
Yes.
So here's what we do. We're gonna run the ball.
They made adjustments.
Yeah.
In our first series, we ran the ball down their throats with Zeke, and then all of a sudden we tried this fucking preschool, little league, goddamn gadget plays and running this way and all this kind of stuff, and then like the game just went, and they did to us what we were supposed to do to them.
Right.
Ezekiel Elliott had 5.2 yards average a carry. Why the hell did he not get the ball 25 times?
Right.
I do not know.
Let's give it to Pollard. Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up. But why did we not run the ball?
I know, it's the joke.
But, Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. And the best thing about them is they're good at adjustments.
Yeah.
And so our guys are not.
Mm-hmm. Or, taking out cornerbacks when they get fucking lippy, which I loved yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't. So
yeah, Mike Evans.
Yeah, dude. First of all, I mean, I know this isn't sport talk or whatever, but we're gonna wrap this up real quick and then we'll move on. So, my son's birthday party was yesterday, so I'm at a fucking bowling alley, and we got 30 kids, and it's chaos, right? But I guess at some point, you just accept it for what it is, and you just kind of let everybody go. Right, I don't give a shit. Whatever, throw the balls. Fucking everybody have a good time. So I'm not really watching the game, right? But then I pick my head up as this play is going down, not replay, and I'm like, oh shit. So Lattimore was talking smack to Arians,
right? And
then Leonard Fournette, the running back, gets involved, and then Tom Brady gets involved, and you can clearly see "fuck you" coming out of Tom Brady's mouth.
Yeah.
And as Lattimore is getting loud and going in, you don't have to worry about that because Mike Evans is going to take care of it. And Mike Evans just fucking leveled this guy. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that shit did not happen, Tampa Bay was not going to win that game. They did not have the mojo.
Right.
The Saints always have their number. But you took out, and now he's suspended for a game. But I think it was worth it.
Sure.
Yeah, but he's my fantasy one of my wide receivers.
So,
I mean, I didn't expect them to suspend him. And then also to the point of they had Tampa Bay's number when there was a different quarterback.
Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Winston's got a Winston, baby. Hey, but you're an FSU guy.
I am, but I can't. Listen, there's only so much fight I got, man. The man threw 3 interceptions with 12 minutes left in the damn game.
I mean, if he could throw to the Bucks the way that he threw to the Bucks at that game, he'd still be on the Bucks.
I said, damn, bro. I can't really say anything.
He's also Phil is also an FSU guy.
I'm a diehard, but listen, there's only so many blows I can get.
Yeah.
Right. Knows all the way. I don't know what he's. Obviously, you can see he knows nothing about sports.
I have no idea what's going on. No.
He has nothing about
right
sports.
over the top, Greg.
And
make sure everything's working.
I never heard Mikey's stance on college.
I don't really have a stance on college. I'll tell you what. I was like a University of Miami, but it was like based on nothing. It was only based on the fact I like The Rock. Rock was University of Miami. All right, I'll watch the U, right? My son's kind of fucking this up for me. Okay, so he watched Kadarius Toney break off a huge play a couple years ago, and he's like, "That's my guy." He's the man. I'm a Gators fan. I'm like, "Whoa, wait, we're Gators now. We're fucking Gators."
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. So he's like, "I want to go to Florida. I want to be a Gator." I'm like, "Okay, that's what you want to do."
Wow.
I know it's tough. It's hard.
We can talk him out of that.
I know that like Seminoles, the campus is not. I know. I've heard it. Believe me, I've heard the whole thing.
Listen, Florida ditch lizards. Man, you know what? I despise the Gators. It's just I don't even really have no beef with Miami like that outside of Florida State going wide right, wide left, and that they bring that up all the time. But them damn Gators, oh my God, it's nothing inside of me that gets excited about them. I mean, they could be going against a team from Timbuktu. I'm going team Timbuktu.
Right.
Like it's just how it
Anybody
is.
that plays them.
I heard they have a good secondary this year as well. Timbuktu.
Yeah, Timbuktu.
It's the running game you got to watch out for.
Well, South Florida was supposed to be Timbuktu the other day. They just couldn't pull it off.
Yeah. So, hey, well, we're glad that you made it out, for starters. I wouldn't really get to do that at the beginning, but I'm glad that we're kind of getting to know you a little bit more, which is really fun. So you're kind of progressing, right? Like I'm seeing the progression. I'm watching it. We were fortunate enough to stand next to you at PCA, which is really cool for us because, got to bullshit with you a little more. I really got to know Leon a lot more, which is fantastic because the more he talked, I was like, the more I wanted to listen. I'm like, holy shit, tell me what else is going on, And Ike is obviously a good guy. I think he's a little more standoffish at first. But once he realizes that you're a good dude, he's like, okay,
Ike is like an old school Chevy. Right? you cut him on, but you got to idle in.
Idle a little bit.
Leon,
pump the gas a little.
Leon, you start him up, he's ready to go right there. So that's just the difference in the personalities.
Right.
So once you realize that, I give example. It's like I tell Leon, be at the show at 10:30. Mm-hmm. I'll be there at 9:30, but just be there at 10:30. Ike's like, bro, I see you 12 o'clock, 12:30. I already know that because Ike's going to go run like 10 miles before he gets there. And so, but the dynamics when you bring us together, it's pretty much unmatched. We literally have a ball.
You guys are friends, man.
But then separately, we both do our things together.
Right.
Where it's just me and Leon, just me and Ike, and we kind of like just the wavelength is just smooth. So, but we enjoy each other, and we what I really appreciate about those guys are that's the reason I started the All Pro series on the cigar side,
right?
Because I've known there are athletes that have cigars that typically were not designed for them, meaning they had nothing to do with the actual making the process.
Just put their name on it.
They just put their name on it.
Right. Yeah.
And we all know this is a residual business. Right. And so you can like an athlete a whole lot. You can be a huge fan of it, but being consumers that you guys are, aficionados in smoking, if you think a cigar is trash,
Right. Doesn't matter whose name's on it.
you don't give a damn who it is.
Right.
The shit's trash.
Yeah, you'll smoke
And
it once and then that's it. Right.
So the benefit to the all pro side is I wanted to make sure that my athlete went down either to the factory or even down to Miami, depending on how the schedule was.
Right.
And I lay out 40 different types of blends that was unbanded.
Right.
So that you couldn't see a band, you couldn't see anything to get biased.
Right.
But you can just literally smoke and just get your honest opinion.
Right.
Right.
And then go from there.
I like this one. This
And
is
so-
this is
You
the
know what
one.
I mean?
This one's mine.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I'll say just smoke it a little bit the first quarter.
Right.
If you like it, smoke it, at
Go a little
halfway
more. Right.
or whatever. But all I want to do is to get an authentic review from you of what it is, so we narrow it down. Because once we make the cigar and you say that's your favorite cigar,
Right.
then I believe I can sell it to the world, to the masses.
Right.
But it has to be authentic.
Yep.
And so
Absolutely.
now whether or not somebody likes that particular blend, that's perfectly fine.
Right.
Right.
But it doesn't take away the fact that that's literally that person's
Right.
favorite
Right,
cigar.
yeah.
So
They've stamps of approval, the whole thing, And I think that's another big thing that happens in this industry is a lot of people make a cigar and they'll smoke it around people and they'll be like, and the people will think that it's shit and they won't say that. Like, oh yeah, no, I really like this one, So you just send a person right off a fucking cliff, which is fucking atrocious, but it happens all the time, right? So kudos to you for kind of doing it that way and going about it,
appreciate it. Yeah, we just have we try to keep it 100, right?
Yeah,
Which
right.
is in the other terms of just keeping it real, being your authentic self.
I like that you break that down for Mike. That's very
Yeah,
nice
I
of
knew
you.
what that
Yeah.
meant.
No,
Well, I
you
just-
need to
I
understand.
just
Listen,
needed to
you're
double
extremely,
check.
you're very white. You're a very white
I
person.
understand. I know. I understand. I know.
And we got to bring you up to speed on some of
Right.
these
Right.
things,
Well, I do have the Ali and Savage guys.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does a he
I have
does.
to ask them. There's another show we do, and I have to ask them sometimes after the show, like, okay, what is a Roscoe?
What-
Why did
What is
some
a
guy? Why did
Roscoe?
some guy have a Roscoe or something?
Oh my goodness.
That was the first night. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't understand what that was, fellas. I'm very
Wow.
sorry. It's a gun, apparently.
Yeah,
so,
it
yeah,
is.
right.
It
Yeah, it's
absolutely
gun.
is
Right,
a gun.
right,
Yes.
Right.
We'll
So
get-
I'm picking up some of the vernacular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. That's important.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm very street now.
Good. Yeah. Well, we'll just eventually we'll have you pick a gang color, and it'll be
Right. Yeah. I'll have to check with my guys.
You got to
and
go.
see which
Yeah, you got to
one's
go
what
deep
version.
though. Yeah,
Right.
you got to. I mean, if you're gonna go, well, I need you
Actually,
to
probably
go
just
home.
ask my wife. She'd probably tell me which.
She could. Yeah, she definitely knows more slang than you.
Oh,
but
certainly does.
I bet you if you went home
Yeah.
and you said, "Honey, what the fuck is a Roscoe?"
Yeah, but that's a little embarrassing. I'd rather ask them than my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she would definitely chastise.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, she would.
She'd be like, "You fucking
Then she would
idiot."
tell the guys at school, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
My husband
My
is so
husband.
fucking stupid.
he's so white, he
doesn't-
did not
yeah.
know what a Roscoe was, guys. Then they all laugh. And,
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I'm the butt of every joke for the rest of the school year.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Then they call me Roscoe every
There's the guy.
time. Yeah.
Hey, Roscoe.
Hey, Roscoe, how you doing?
See you at the Christmas party, pal.
Right. Oh, right, that's right.
Oh
Good shit, man. Yeah, this is the podcast.
This
right.
is dope.
Yeah.
This is
Hey.
yeah. You and Ike still doing a podcast?
So
Yes.
our podcast is a little different. It's
Right.
not like this right here is
Right.
a real deal setup podcast. Ours is we're just gonna get together
Right.
because we're together 3 or 4 times a week,
Right.
and we're gonna smoke a cigar and
Past
we're just
12:30.
gonna- Past 12:30, yeah. And we're gonna just do some clips of our normal conversations or whatever some
Right.
bullshit we want to talk about.
Right.
What's the name? We'll give you a plug.
So we call it the Ike and Howie Slinging Cigars podcast.
Okay.
But we got to do one this week.
Right.
But what happened was, and shout out to Ike, he just became the regional scout for the
I saw
Pittsburgh
that.
Steelers.
Oh.
And so
That's a big fucking
it,
deal.
It
Yeah,
really is
yeah, it is.
because a lot of people don't know, and I big up both of my guys. Big up means I give them a whole lot of
Thank you.
props.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But
There you go, Mike. You're moving right along.
Moving right along.
Yeah, write that one down.
Roscoe,
okay?
big
Yeah,
ups,
you got a big up. Got
100.
a big up. There you go. Perfect.
but I love to give the guys their flowers, and so one of the things is a lot of people didn't know about Ike. Ike was Mr. Dan Rooney's favorite player, in our opinion.
Right.
And the reason why is because when Mr. Rooney died, his pallbearers for his funeral was his 7 grandsons and Ike Taylor.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
And that you can Google that. Like
Yeah.
Shaq said,
That's a-
Google me. You
yeah.
can Google that.
You know,
Right.
Look that shit
And
up.
so when he realized that the damn president of the United States was sitting behind him at the funeral, Jerry Jones and the commissioners were sitting behind him, he's like, yeah, Papa Rooney really fucked with me, bro.
Right. Yeah,
like, that's how he.
Right.
That's
How's
how
it going
he
back
talk.
there, guys? Can you see over my head?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So for him, like Pittsburgh Steelers football, coaching, like that's just his passion. Honestly, the GM status.
Right.
And so, getting into that, and shout out to Omar Khan, who is the GM now, who brought him on, him and
Facilitated
Coach T facilitated it. So they would ask him questions all the time, and I'll be like, and he gets phone calls, and I'm listening to him break things down. Like this, not this draft here,
Right.
the one prior.
Right.
So he calls, he said, bro, come to the house. I ordered Morton's for us. And I'm like, this guy doesn't eat
It's a
meat.
steakhouse, Michael.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. Thanks. See, I'm very poor, so I have no idea what steakhouse
Right.
is. Yeah. I have kids. It's
Right.
it's tough.
So you're
it's
more
hard.
about pizza and stuff like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
right,
about
yeah,
fine dining.
No,
No,
you have no idea what that was.
I just want to
They have
DoorDash it
steaks.
and
I
have
don't
them
think you
go
can
to bed.
DoorDash Morton's.
Yeah, no. Apparently, you could order if you have.
Well,
if you have.
he's got a
Howard
hostess.
status.
He's got a
No,
hostess.
He's-
Morton's
yeah.
hostess.
Yeah, yes. Hi, I'm
No, I don't have the juice at Morton's.
the juice.
Ike
That's
has the
another
juice
one.
I know what that means.
Okay.
Ike has the juice at Morton's.
Okay.
Oh,
Even though he's a vegetarian,
He
They have
eats
side
fish.
dishes.
he eats fish.
Oh,
Okay.
But you know
They have
what?
fish at Morton's.
for him.
Yeah, they probably do.
Just for
Yes.
him. Right.
Sea
Get
bass,
Ike's fish
salmon.
out. He's on the phone.
Yeah, I
But
somebody better get the fucking
they-
fish.
But he listen. I was cool. He had like 10 fillets for me. So
Nice.
and salmon and all that kind of
Right,
stuff. So,
right.
but the thing was that got me is when I walked in. He says, "So, bro, here's my first round picks
Right.
before the draft start."
Right.
So I'm looking at first thing I look for is where my Cowboys pick at, and I look and it says Michael Parsons, Penn State. I'm like, fuck off. No, it will not. We want Patrick Surtain. Let me tell you why. And boom, boom, boom. And I'm doing all my little Stephen A. Smith shenanigans, right?
Right.
And he turns around and he's like, all right, well, let's see. This dude, out of the 32 teams, on paper he already gave it to me.
He pelted it.
He got 28 of them right.
Right.
Wow.
That's pretty
When
fucking
the
good.
shit was over with, I said, dude, you're destined to be a GM.
Right. You know
That's
your
what
shit.
it, like, dude, you know your
Right.
stuff.
He knows his game.
And that's how heavy he is with that. And when it comes to the big Sirs, Leon, Leon has his own radio station in Jacksonville.
Oh wow.
So they have this segment. It's Lunch with Leon. It's like from 11 to 3 or something like that.
Right.
And so Leon's been able to bring in, and his voice is amazing for like commentary.
Right.
And so he's had the different coaches on his show, and he does them back to back weeks.
Nice.
So he has the Gators coach, then
Right.
Florida State, then he brought in Cristobal from Miami and stuff like that. But he talks a lot about Jacksonville, other stuff, but he's everything they do is authentic.
Right.
And it's really good. So
They're good dudes, man.
yeah.
Yeah, they're very nice.
I got to talk with Ike a little bit about coaching his kid and stuff, and that's where we kind of had something to bullshit on. I'm like, because that's not easy in itself.
No.
That's a huge task, and it's not so hard it is with the kids. I mean, he's at another fucking level, right? Don't get me wrong.
Right. Yeah.
I'm teaching 5 and 6 year olds to be like, no, you got to go the fucking. It's
Yeah,
called
that way.
It's called
Run that-
football. We're going for the
So I use my
kid
foot?
with the football.
No, you don't use your foot.
Yeah, like you this way, right? Where he's doing other
All
things.
different
with his-
levels.
Yeah, and he says that his son's going to be better than him when the time comes, right?
Yeah.
So like that was really where we could kind of bullshit a little bit and really talk about things, right? But like Leon, could just sit down and say, "So how's your day?" And he's
Right,
like,
yeah.
what do you want to know? I could break down the omelet and tell you how it sucked or tell you how it was good. And
I like when you ask him what he missed the most about football.
Yeah.
And he goes, the money.
I mean, that's a
I mean, it's an honest answer.
fuck, man.
That's
It's
the big search, man. He's just
Right.
That's how you. But when someone's real, it makes life so much easier.
Yeah, he could have
right?
said, I miss hanging out with the guys.
Yeah,
and
it
like,
was just the camaraderie.
It's the cash. I miss the cash.
Yeah, the money was really good.
Right.
Right.
totally different level.
So this, for me, this is my favorite cigar you make.
Okay.
The Black Moses. We've reviewed a couple so far on the Patreon.
We did that one recently.
We did that one.
We did the other one too. Did we do the new one with the? We
have
one with a white. Oh, they just the white band. Okay,
Yeah.
you turned it
So
over.
the Majestic
one,
Connecticut,
Yeah.
you did that one?
we
We
did that
just
one.
released that one. We put it in our month club. The one of a kind Connecticut we haven't done yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, this cigar for me is fucking the best.
So here's the deal. What I want you guys to see out of that cigar, that is the Black Moses Maduro before they box press it.
Right.
Okay.
So the actual one that is sold is a box press perfecto.
Okay, so that's why it looks different.
So what I do is I have what we call personal smokes that I have sent to me from the factory, so
Right.
I don't end up smoking stuff that's actually in my inventory.
Right.
So
Okay.
I have to have my own stuff because I
Right.
smoke a lot.
Right.
Or I'm
It's a
out
problem.
and-
I get it.
Well,
We all
listen,
have that
you-
problem.
Think about it. Guys like us, we socialize.
right.
So, I mean, hey, my buddy's a manufacturer, and then we're going to hang out, and he doesn't have cigars. What the
Right.
hell?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would rather bring them stuff like, I'm like, try
something a
this.
little different.
They feel exclusive. You know
Right.
how
Right.
it
It feels
is.
special and everything.
Exactly. So that's what that particular cigar is. But that was the very first blend, just in the box press shape,
Yeah.
was the Black Moses Maduro. So it's our number one seller.
Yeah.
It's our flagship product.
Right.
I've gotten a lot of traction from the limited now.
Yeah.
The limited has come on. That's the one that has the pigtail, and that one's been going good. And then we're just releasing the Blanco,
Right.
which is a Connecticut version of the limited. So it's the same blend. Realize that 50% of the market is really Connecticut
Right.
in sales. So we just went that way. So.
Yeah. It's hard, dude. It's hard finding your footing in that realm. Because if you're a bold smoker and you work with a factory that does a lot of bold cigars, finding that other avenue can sometimes be difficult. You know, we had that experience with the BDP. Why you making
I
faces, Phil?
want him to do more camera 3 when you're talking.
Yeah, Phil, God damn it. What's wrong with you?
I'm watching.
It's
You're
still
staying
camera
on 2.
Still camera 2.
I just went to Howard
This
G
is
the whole
not- this
time.
is not Ike.
No, when he was
That-
talking
and
about
that is a
Ike and
very
everything.
right.
like-
Right.
That was a very
well,
racist
I've seen one come on. I haven't seen 3. I just want you to give Mikey some airtime.
It's safe to say you would never see
Yeah,
Ike with
I
this
was-
color on.
Right, right.
That
You
will not happen.
Listen,
Beat
listen.
me to that.
Here, go ahead.
If Ike was in cowboy,
Yeah, you're good. You're good
if
now.
Ike was in cowboy outfit, there would be some fucking serious.
You were just
problems.
enjoying the show
Maybe
and
we-
everything, and I
Yeah,
just
I was.
wanted-
I was enjoying the conversation.
Right. So
We get you some
Yeah.
Gator stuff. That way you
Don't
can be on 3 the whole
Don't
time.
don't get it twisted.
so upset over
I'm
it.
not there yet. Okay, I'm just saying that's where I'm at as far as
I'm ordering it right now.
Gator stuff.
Yeah, for you.
All right. Well, I'll tell you which one I want.
Please don't say the quarterback.
No, I'll tell you which one I
Who you
want.
want? Who you want?
Aaron fucking Hernandez. God damn it.
Are they allowed to sell those?
He was a legitimate gangster.
Yeah. Yes. That's it. I'll tell you what. I only have one. So I was born in Boston, so I'm a Patriots fan. But now I've become a Bucks fan when my son was born.
Okay.
I don't have jerseys like you, unfortunately. I have like 1 or 2. Now, whenever like postseason would come out and people would come around, I would wear a jersey. I have one Brady jersey, and then when shit got serious, I have one Aaron Hernandez jersey. Because like fuck it, if a guy is wearing an Aaron Hernandez jersey, do you really want to fuck with that guy? You know,
No.
I wouldn't want to fuck with that guy.
No.
No.
Yeah. So
He in
you know,
business now.
Yeah.
He's dead serious.
Yeah, guy's not fucking around.
That guy's
you know?
deadly.
Yeah.
He's really ordering you because now he's not changing the camera at all. So you just have to keep talking.
Good luck looking for that, dude. Yeah, now I'm permanently on camera 3.
Yeah, it says out of stock.
Yeah, no
Oh,
shit.
yeah, right.
So,
Did you try the bigger size? I mean,
wow.
What do you want me to get him? 4X, 3X? What is this?
something to fit his arms and his shoulders.
He's gonna be angry now.
At
Because
this,
he won't have the pads, but it looks like he has
He's
the
gonna
pads.
work out
already.
10 times tomorrow. now
at this
that he said
point, you're gonna have to get a knockoff version from China or something, and get
Two A's,
pull something like that
two
off.
A's in
that.
the
Custom jersey.
Yeah, just customize it.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's done.
Just give
There you
him,
go.
tell him you want 81 and tell him your last name is Hernandez.
Yeah. It gets red flagged, I'm sure. Right up, like, wait a second. Wait, what are you doing? No, you can't do that. So, but yeah, you get over there now.
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay. So yeah, kind of getting into the Connecticut realm can be difficult. We had that experience with BDP. Like we're very well known. Postan is well known for bold cigars, right? And then we started making these one-offs, and they were all bold. Then we came across a really good cigar that we enjoyed, and it's a lighter cigar. So like that market, we haven't really tapped into it because all our consumers are bold smokers.
Gotcha.
Right. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that like progression over it and expansion sometimes takes a little bit longer, you know? But we like that Connecticut cigar. We're definitely a fan. I like everything that you're doing. I think that, you know, you're fun to watch. You know what I mean?
You,
like it's fucking.
He is, because he's doing so well at a younger stage of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like off the rip, you're not, you know, PCA, right? You've experienced PCA, obviously. Day one, you know, especially kind of being new, it's very exciting. It's, you know, like you go in, you get to talk to people, you write some orders and stuff like that. And then you have day two and maybe a little bit less. And then like there's day three. And like especially with the way the PCA is currently, the numbers aren't there, right? So you slowly start to kind of bleed out and it becomes a bit of a time suck, right? And for guys like me, I'm just like, okay, well, all right, well, glad Leon's here. You know, like I could have somebody to talk to. You know,
was this your first PCA?
No, it was actually our second.
Your second? Yeah. Okay.
So, but like
and we met him at the other show.
TPE is
TPE.
That's where we ran into him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we put him to the test at TPE.
Right.
And we instantly became a fan.
Right.
But you were on the outside.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which was. I love that because I got all the traffic.
Right. Yeah.
And so people was walking by. And but literally, if we would be honest with you, TPE is way more fun than PCA.
I believe it.
PCA is everything's like, you know,
right.
Everybody's like that,
right.
real tight.
Right.
Yeah. And everybody's jerking off all the big wigs.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
a lot of egos to be stroked.
Yeah. So it's like, you see this time at PCA, it's the whole talk was, did you see, the gold, the
$5 million lighters.
The $5 million and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I didn't see that, man. I was over there trying to like expand my freaking brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and time to walk around.
Which is kind of my point. Like every single day, you kept your tempo. Like you were like a fucking firecracker. As soon as you walk up, what's up? Ready to go. I'm like, God damn, I wish I had. I mean, and I'm the same age as you. I'm like, fuck, I wish I had that kind of energy.
Well, you've been beat down a lot longer.
I have been beat. It's a tough.
Howard.
It's not to. It's an yeah.
Yeah.
Cigar industry is a lot, bro. It's a lot, and you'll learn. Like, but you're not the type of guy to really kind of let that affect you. You don't have that mindset, which is fucking amazing, dude. So,
well, man, bro, I believe in having a good time. I mean, think about it.
And you're gonna have a good time regardless.
How many people did not wake up in the last, let's say, 6 months? Every freaking day, I'm getting alerts on my phone.
Right.
That's talking about this person just died.
Right.
And I'm looking at them like, damn, that person's younger than me.
Right.
This person. I mean, I've lost this year, like, my favorite uncle. You know what I mean? And somebody else in the family and somebody else. So I'm sitting there like, I have two things I can do. I can look at the glass as half empty or look at the damn bitch as half full.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I lost some. Okay, I can still make some more.
Right.
And believe it or not, that's why my happy place is going to Hard Rock to the casino.
Right.
And going to my little slot machines.
Right.
Because I smoke my cigar and relax.
Right.
That's where you unplug.
And I just relax and,
and the hostess brings him everything he wants.
Yeah.
So perfect.
I mean, listen, I'm pretty.
I don't blame you at all, man.
He's kind of a big deal. He's dialed it in.
Right.
He's kind of a big deal.
I got a pretty good percentage.
Yeah.
Right. I'm working off percentages now.
That's
70%.
Nice. That's
nice. Oh, it's nice.
I've been pretty good. But, it's literally having fun and enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
And a lot of people try to get too fast. They want to be there instead of understanding what it takes from here to there.
Right.
Like one of the big things is the conversations that I'll talk to Ike and say, listen, before you got here with the Steelers or before you guys had these Super Bowl runs and stuff like that, he's like, yeah, but he said I care more about right here, where the preparation and how to work out, how to handle being a professional right here.
Right.
I know I'm going to eventually get there, but if I fine tune it here, by the time I get there, it's second nature.
Yep.
Right? Like it's like still working out like that.
Right.
So when it comes on to the business standpoint, all I do is I look at it, I look at goals, I look at markets where we want to be, right? But how can we sustain what we're doing? Because the worst thing you want to do as a boutique brand is to get in some of these places and then turn around and then not be able to fulfill it,
Right.
the orders
Right,
again
exactly.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And
Right.
so that's why I make sure that I properly gauge everything
Right,
and properly
yeah.
go that route. And so even with the PCA, I'm like, that was about $35,000. So I'm like, okay, might as well, be on the move.
Right.
But the benefit for PCA has been honestly after the show when everybody meet up at the bar.
100%.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
I always give credit to where credit's due. I have buddies that are in larger companies
Right.
that they work for the companies in different positions.
Right.
And then they say, man, hey, Howie, bring some cigars with you. I'm going to introduce you to some of my large accounts.
Right.
And then, give them something to smoke
Right.
so they can smoke. He says, then I'm going to unleash you and let you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what happens. So,
That's great.
They give smoke the black. I'll lead with that one, of course.
Right.
Or I'll lead with like the Ike Taylor because there's a lot of guys that are Steeler fans
Right. Yeah.
as well that was there. And so I'll lead with one of those two cigars. And then once the guy smokes the cigar and stuff like that, he's like, oh man, this is a good cigar. I said, well, listen, let's say the name is John, hypothetically.
Right.
I said, listen, John, I know you wrote a 200,000 with such and such brand.
Right.
Right.
I said, man, you know what? Give me a $10,000 order.
Right.
Get the foot in the door.
Right.
Right.
Let's get started.
And,
Give me a shot.
and with that, I'll do an event.
Right.
And then it was like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll do
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's an easy gamble.
Yeah.
Because at least I got him. He liked the cigar,
Right.
So he
It's a
smoked
good
it.
product.
It's a good product. It was also recommended by somebody that they
Right. That they
produce
already
for
know
their
and respect.
brand.
Right.
So it's like, all right, well, we'll give it a shot.
And the face behind it, you're 100% in, right? Like you're good to go. You're not like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's been more of a scenario that way.
that makes a big difference.
We did that with you saw with the pre-orders for the new cigars, with the little shirts and the
Yep.
Connecticut Ike. Connecticut Ike's it's the identical same blend as the Sumatra. It's just a 52, and he wanted a torpedo shape on it,
right.
and then Connecticut wrapper.
Right.
But what I did was I put the picture from his Hall of Fame from the Raging Cajuns in there.
Right.
From his school, Louisiana Lafayette. Because during the bowl games, last year we went to the bowl game, we had a suite and they played Marshall. And we had I had a bag full of the, Ike Taylor's one of a kind cigar, the Sumatra, about 100 or something of them, a couple hundred. And when they won and beat Marshall, that's what we were at, on the field,
Right.
and in the locker rooms.
Oh, wow.
Giving the cigar to every single person from the team to the president, to see the president light up the one of a kind cigar.
Right, yeah.
That's cool.
And stuff like that. So when we were talking about making a breakfast cigar for Ike, I told him, why don't we switch the picture inside and make that, everybody knows you from the Steelers,
Right.
but if it wasn't no Louisiana Lafayette, there's no Steelers.
Right.
Correct. Right.
And
Yeah.
so that's one of the things that we did that way.
Right.
And the feedback from that cigar has been, the traction on it has been really well.
We haven't
Great.
smoked that one yet.
No, we haven't. No.
We have it. But we
Right.
haven't.
We haven't smoked it yet.
Yeah.
So
That's what
yeah,
I'm
I think now for bolder guys, now this is going to be stronger than that.
Okay.
This is going to have a little bit more notes to it as well.
I got questions for Ike, man. I'm like, okay, so, first of all, I respect the guy that flat out says, hey, listen, I'm not going to be there at 10. I'm going to be there at 12 instead of just saying,
I'm not making it 10. No.
Yeah, I'll see you there and then just show up. He's like, no, fuck that. I'll be there.
Right.
Like that's
That's right.
definitely my approach. I love that. But like, I'm curious as to how, if it's his breakfast morning cigar, when does that happen?
When does he have breakfast?
Yeah, like is it post workout? Is there a rest recovery procedure? Like, I mean, like the geek in me as far as like athleticism, I want to know.
You want to know where it
when
comes
do you?
in.
Yeah, when do you light it up?
I smoke a cigar around 12 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
He
Like
works
clockwork.
out. He works out at 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
So the reason he does his workout at 6:30 because at 8 o'clock, then he has people coming over, and he works them out.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, like a trainer.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah.
Yeah, and then so they come out, or he'll have it all written down.
Okay.
Like, all right, do this.
Right.
You know, typically consists of 500 to 1,000 sit-ups to start. Flutter kicks, left over right.
Is it like younger athletes, or is it just people he knows, just
Typically,
friends?
the athletes are in the summertime,
Right.
Or some of the kids that play in high school with his son,
Right.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff like
yeah.
that. That
Can
workout
you
is a
fucking
little
imagine?
different.
Yeah. Okay.
But the other ones be like
Right. Yeah. I
parents,
see what you're saying.
people living in the neighborhood.
Right.
You know, that lives. Hey, can we work out?
Right.
You know, so he's
Yeah.
like,
Could you imagine like being a kid and having that exposure and that
Oh,
opportunity?
sure, right.
Like, that's fucking next level.
Right.
Like,
Coach is going, you're doing good. What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm working out
how'd
with
you
Ike.
learn all the footwork? Oh, I
I was at Ike's house today at 8.
Yeah, I had to show up at Ike's at 8, and
And he has these flutter kick things that I do, and it works out really
and
well.
And then he's been working with me, and
Right.
fuck, man, that's crazy. You know, kudos.
It'd be like if you had a workout from The Rock.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Oh, I'm just trying to think of somebody who you look up to as an athlete or physical fitness guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like some of his stuff is like,
But the Rock is
I got
like,
questions.
bro, you look like, okay, I'm fit.
Right.
I'll kick somebody's ass, but it's not like over.
Right.
Like the Rock looks like he's like one more fucking bicep curl from trying to be Mr. Goddamn Olympia.
Right.
Oh, it's the other thing, from exploding.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Like it's like
He's one flex away from it just blowing up completely.
like boom, you know.
Yeah. I gotta get on the sauce. That's what it is. I can't do that. I'm just not
more
built for
shots in them.
it. Yeah, a little more shots on beep.
Right. Shot in the PC. What's one extra one?
Yeah, what the hell? It's one more amongst friends, right?
Right.
Fuck. It's ruthless.
Oh my god.
This is my life.
Oh man.
Okay. So before, how are we doing on time? Let me ask you that.
45.
Okay. So now you're 2 years in. Obviously 1 year was fucking COVID, right? So that's a hard way to kind of analyze data, right? There's so many anomalies going on in the industry and the market, as well as you being accessible and traveling and all those things. And now you've got 2 PCAs under your belt. I'm sure you're scheduled for the next TPE, right? Mm-hmm. What number of cigars do you think you want to produce annually to say, all right, we've arrived and I'm good with this. This is where I want to be, you know?
So right now, we've done over 100,000 sticks.
That's a good number.
But my goal, honestly, 3 to 5 years and then past that. So the goal next is to get to 500,000 sticks. So
that's a good number, man.
Now the difference is our numbers is wholesalers, retail partners sell online, and COVID showed us the numbers why.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people stopped going to because of the whole
Right. They didn't go into the shops anymore.
And some people realized that they really had a nice freaking man cave at home and a nice backyard or a nice thing.
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, that they could actually save money by drinking their own alcohol and chilling at home and stuff like that. So that number has increased. So we kept the website part going. And so I figured I'm going to, as we continue to get larger, then I'm going to move towards doing something different online, which would be more merch driven, and maybe some exclusive things that's only website only.
Right.
But other than that, we try to we don't compete with our retailers. So if our retailers are selling it for this particular price, we'll go higher on the website.
Yeah, it's not like
unless you're in a market where it's 75% tax. Now I can't help you with that.
Right. Yeah.
But you're not deep discounting your own product.
Yeah. So it's not that. But from that standpoint, other than that, we're just literally just trying to perfect the craft.
Right.
I get that. Just increase the numbers. We have some stores that are really doing really well, but then we have some other stores that we're like, that store has potential to be where these other stores are at. And it depends on just, getting the right system down in place. and going by there. And
do you think that
like
the online retail has anybody given you blowback about that?
No,
I didn't think so.
I mean, the people that say stuff, their volume is so small it doesn't really.
Yeah, like
make a
I wouldn't want to
difference.
fucking work with them anyways.
Yeah, like it's
Right,
like
you
if
know
you're
what I
worried
mean?
about that, like,
Right.
but then you want to take the product and then sell it on your website,
Right.
and then you want to get mad at me. I'm like, at the end of the day, we're for a profit, bro.
Right.
Like we're not.
Right.
It's a
And
business.
I want
Yeah,
to
we're
take
in
care
the
of you as
business.
well.
Yeah.
Like you can carry the product, you can sell the product. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, my price is more than yours.
Yeah, what's the right? But there, I could see that. Listen, in my personal experiences, I have seen retailers that because we sell our own product, right? We also sell our own product to retailers. Now we don't discount Postani online, right? And if I'm, let's say, especially when it comes to my limiteds or some of these other things, if I only have a quantity of X, I will never hold back anything for myself. I'll make sure that everybody's covered,
Gotcha.
right? So, like all our SPCs, we've never really had them online. We've never had, like I've always sold them to retailers because
Gotcha.
they sell out. So, like I've never had that issue, but I've had people ask those questions, and I'm like, if you feel that way, like if you think that I'm here to kind of fuck you, then why are we having this conversation?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a good dude. I'm not going to fuck anybody over. And if I have to explain that to you, then we got a lot to talk about.
Right,
Or we
there's
just need
already
to
a
fuck
problem.
we got to move the fuck on, So I don't see the problem with you putting it online, man. I don't have an issue with it. I'm a retailer, So keep doing what you're doing.
We think we focus on trying to continue to get the brand awareness out there,
Right.
and but then on top of that, it's like we look at it. A lot of the people that are serious come to the shows,
Right.
so we are at the shows,
Right.
and we expect a lot of the people that come to the shows. So I give an example. When we came out with these new cigar boxes, these new ones we just released, we were going to fulfill the orders that came from the show first. That's
Right.
just only
Right, it's the
only
way you
right.
should do
Makes
it.
sense.
And so then there was some people that was not happy because they didn't come to the show. I was like, well, I got to take care.
Yeah, I got to take care of the guy that was there first.
Those were the ones that came.
Right.
They asked for the product. They fill
Right.
out the form.
Right.
We
Right.
already had them, so they were going to get the first amount that was released.
Right.
And then we're going to continue to go from there. But I mean, you can't please everybody.
No.
Right?
Right. There's always going to be
So
somebody who
somebody's
complains.
gonna always have
Somebody's always going to
complaints
bitch about
about
something.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're not really worried about it. We just
Yeah, man, I love that attitude. That's,
We're
that's
like,
the right way to look
it's
at it.
all right,
Yeah,
Look,
we're gonna
we'll be here.
We're gonna be okay.
We're
gonna be
Not-
okay.
not- not going anywhere.
Yeah, we'll be here. There's no reason to try to rush. This is gonna be there'll be tomorrow. Hopefully, we're still alive and we're good. We keep pushing.
So right now you work with one factory, right?
So currently, we work with a factory in Nicaragua,
Right.
American Caribbean.
Right.
But I do have something coming out for TPE
Okay.
that is coming from another factory.
Are you gonna disclose the factory or no? You don't want to? If you don't, hey, there's
yeah,
plenty of times where I say fuck that. I don't.
It's right now. I didn't disclose it,
Okay.
but they're pretty decent.
Yeah.
They do pretty well.
I'd say they're firm.
they're firm.
Yeah.
They produce a lot of cigars.
Okay.
But I had a concept that I wanted to put out. And
Yeah.
I have a certain niche I wanted to go after.
Right.
And so that was the route that we went. And I wanted a different type of flavor
Yes.
and a different type of audience
Right.
that I could get with that particular blend.
Hey
So,
man, kudos to you for identifying that, man. Like that's a big step. Like I honestly, man, like some of the time, like we've had conversations and I'm like, oh shit, he already okay, that's good. He advanced from that step quick. He learned fast on this. Like you have done things that have really kind of expedited your process into making it a successful business. Where I've seen a lot of people kind of stumble, I'm like, or I will say, hey, listen, I've kind of taken this test. This is from Phil. So here are the answers to the test. Like, go ahead and take a look at that and, use this for your test. Where a lot of people will be like, no, fuck that. I don't need the answers. I'm just going to go ahead and crash this plane and fucking whatever. I'm like, okay, dude. But like, you are intelligent. You continue to grow and build, man. Like, if everybody had that fucking outlook, it'd be like, you would be successful
Right,
after
it'd be a
a
lot
few
easier
years.
to do
Like
it.
things, you'd be moving.
Yeah.
Here are all the mistakes I made.
Right.
Like, don't
I
do
can help
that.
you not to make them.
Yeah, yeah.
No, fuck you. I'm fine. I won't
Yeah,
do it
what
anyway.
the fuck do you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy, man. It's
But
crazy.
that's the sad thing about it is, it's I believe in if you copy the right cat,
Right.
you know, it's not nothing wrong with being a copycat. Just copy
Right.
the right cat.
Right.
So if this company is $15-20 million
Right.
in the cigar space,
Right.
and you have a personal friend that's outside of just, just regular friends.
Right. Yeah.
I'm in your city.
Right.
We're at dinner.
Right.
We're hanging out.
Right.
You're in Orlando. The first
Yeah.
person gets a call is me. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we got relationships like that, I'm going to ask a million questions while we're chilling.
Right.
You're off the clock.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You got a cognac in your hand, a scotch or
Right.
something, and so I want to know. So, how many boxes are you guys back ordered?
Right. Yeah. Like how?
You know what I mean?
Let's talk
Yeah.
about production.
Really,
Yeah.
you're back ordered at
Right.
6,000 boxes?
Right.
Well, shit. You know.
Yeah.
Well, why did it get to that?
Right.
And all I'm doing is asking questions,
Right.
and all he's just doing is just talking,
Right.
and I'm just soaking up every single thing.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what are you going to do to prevent that from next time?
Right. They're
Probably is I'm not going to let the reps oversell this one particular product. Make them change this.
Well,
You
depending
can't
upon
just
the
get
size of
this.
the company, some of them don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And
they
that's,
don't
that's
even
the
care
crazy
that's
anymore.
true.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing too.
Right.
A lot of them people don't care, but they're looking at the fact that there are, they're looking at the fact that there's a bunch of huge brands out there, huge companies,
Right.
huge stores, right? Retailers.
Right.
So they feel like as long as they get their product, everybody else can get it whenever they get it.
Right.
But the thing about it is they don't see the fact that the smaller companies that might be a tier 4 for you could jump up to a tier 3.
Right.
Right.
So that everybody's participating on the growth of the company.
Right.
And so, but they're looking at it more like, let's take care of all the big heads.
Right.
Because as long as they move the market with their
Right.
stuff.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's just
Fast check,
but I look at it a little different. I will say, you know what, man, let the little smaller ones get at least
let
a
'em
couple
have- let 'em
boxes.
have some.
Right.
You know, just let them
Have it on the shelf.
Don't let the shelf get emptied and
Right.
you be out of product for two months.
Right. And then they're going to switch to
They're
something
gonna
else.
switch to somebody else.
Right.
Their people are going to be pushing it.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
to somebody else instead. So it's like,
Yeah, you don't want the guy to leave without something.
yeah.
So yeah, you're going to
So
find
you
something
gotta
else he
find
wants.
something. Oh, you like this particular? Well, we don't have that, but let me tell you what I think
Right.
is comparable. And matter of fact, it might be $2 cheaper.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Now you have a
Now
customer.
when you come back
that
in,
just
he's
Right.
buying the other one now. Right.
Yep.
Yep.
so that's one of all those type of things, Mike. That's all I do is just ask those guys questions
Right.
like that, and then I just
Yeah. It's amazing, dude.
jot it down.
It's
Just
fun to
jot
watch.
it
It's
down.
I'm not gonna lie. It's fun to watch how you build and how you going, man. I
appreciate
enjoy
you,
it.
bro.
I fucking enjoy it. It is very entertaining, man. And like you nail it a lot of times. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, you got.
But our events are fun. We gotta do an event here.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause our
Yeah.
events are
Hopefully
fun.
in November if you guys can make it work.
Yeah. Well, the difference is, I mean, where you guys are located, we can make it work because Leon's an hour away
Right. Yeah.
in Jacksonville, and I can myself. We're both in Orlando,
Right.
and
Just
so,
don't leave at 4:00.
Yeah. I'm like, why the hell? I'm in there. I left at 3:30.
Right.
And I'm in the express lane.
Yep.
Right.
So the express lane ends out right before you get to Lake.
Yeah.
Lake
Right
Mary.
at
Yeah.
Altamont
And-
there.
Yeah, the end
Long
of that. And then
You're fucked.
we're good. We're rolling. And
Right.
then you get to exit 98 and everything stops.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what
You hit
the
that
hell
Sanford
going on?
Bridge there, and you're just dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
But so,
So yeah, no 3:30, no 4:00.
yeah.
We'll have to have you come
Yeah.
later.
Everybody comes this way.
Yeah. Everybody goes home.
But it was an accident. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just some.
Oh, there's always
car
an accident
messed
somewhere or
up,
something. Yeah.
Little Honda
Right.
was messed up, and they had to bring a tow truck for it. So,
Yeah.
so it wasn't as bad. Because once I got past that, then I was good.
Right. So it's like give you shit about the Cowboy stuff?
Oh hell no,
No, nothing.
no. If you look at some of the podcast stuff that we do,
Yeah.
he's like, all right, talk about the Cowboys, Howie.
Yeah.
And I tell him what I believe the outlook is and stuff like
That's
that.
in front of a podcast, bro. I mean, I'm talking.
Oh, outside of it, no.
No, never.
He actually
Leon. Does Leon give you shit?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Leon does. Leon says, Howie. And I say, Big Lee. He said, Howie, you bald head some bitch. That's how the conversation starts.
Right.
And he goes, I just want you to know your Cowboys are trash. And I said, thank you, Big Lee. I just want you to know that if you would have been drafted to the Cowboys like you were supposed to, your big ass would have 3 Super Bowls to go along with your 3 national championships.
There you go.
And he's like, do you got anything else to say besides that? I'm like, I can keep thinking.
No,
I feel like I've said enough there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a mic drop moment. But,
Right. No.
I mean, Ike, he kind of takes it easy on me when it comes. I mean,
Yeah.
because, I mean, the Steelers, the only people that can say something about my Cowboys, and I will refrain from having a rebuttal,
Right.
is typically a Steeler or a Patriot.
Right.
Because they literally have 6.
Right.
We have 5.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right? But the craziest thing is the damn Miami Dolphin fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, they had an amazing game yesterday. Tyreek Hill. I miss having him on
When you have those
fantasy
weapons, I mean,
yesterday.
it helps.
That game was a Tyreek Hill effect,
Right.
literally. But here's the thing: if you take a Miami Dolphin fan, I have a lot of buddies that are Dolphin fans.
Right.
We have bets for the whole lifetime bets.
Right.
$100 every year. Who has the better record?
Okay.
Right? I'm up like
Do you see Phil
400.
turning a nice bright red over there?
400 or 500. I'm up. Right? But then my buddies, they still owe me. So at the end of the year, I have to never get my 100. It's like, oh man, Howie, man, let me give you 50 now, and this is happening, and I'm sitting there like, really, bro?
Oh, they're bullshitting you on $100.
So
God
so
damn.
now I have buddies that's down $300-400 to me.
Right.
Then they have a birthday. I'm like, I'll take $50 off the balance. All right, you owe me $350 now. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
buddy.
Put that in a card.
But now,
minus 50. Happy birthday. Minus 50 on that.
yeah, but now Miami came back and won against Lamar Jackson yesterday.
Right.
And now I'm getting messages like,
Oh, they're
bro,
coming-
you see them Dolphins, bro?
They're coming out of the woodwork.
Hey, slow down.
you still
T-Dog,
owe me
damn.
$400.
Like, you still owe me. Like, hey, you ready to pay off everything else now?
Right.
You want to
Yeah.
ride this wave and save an extra $100 off the balance you owe me?
Right. Good job.
You know, but like it's people like that, and people that's like literally their team is nothing to be noticed.
Right.
Right. Nothing at all.
You know, but they watch Cowboys to see the Cowboys lose and then come up with more memes than anybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, your life must suck.
Yeah.
I mean, your life must really suck that you got to literally stop what you're doing to hate on this team, and your team never smelled a victory.
Right.
Never smelled
never
a
win.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Let alone 5. Let alone the most valuable franchise in all of sports in the world.
This is an accurate statement.
Right.
I know this for a fact.
And I mean, like,
Because of that sports
their
talk.
life must really suck.
$7.86 billion. or some
Yeah,
shit.
and you want to get mad. And how long are y'all going to beat them boys? We're going to always beat them boys.
There you go.
Hey, I won money yesterday out the Cowboys, so I like the Cowboys.
Hey,
yesterday.
you know what? So how many games do you think they need to win before Dak comes back? I mean, winning that one was a big deal. I
was.
thought for sure that Cincinnati was going to smoke them. I mean,
Does.
the
I
only
did too.
the only good thing that they had going for them is that Cincinnati is a deep threat pass normally, right? And you guys have a hell of a secondary, right?
Well, I don't say we have a hell of a secondary. We have
I would.
Trayvon Diggs,
He's a big deal.
Half of them.
right?
Yeah.
But the guy on the other end, number 3, Brown, he ruined my Thanksgiving, bro. No, last year. Seriously. I like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is one of those things where I have
Yeah.
a whole bunch of people over my house.
Right.
Food galore, everything. And then everybody knows, leave me alone. I'm going out to watch my Cowboys. I'm going to eat, have fun, and we're going to have the game.
Right.
And we literally lost to the Raiders because of Anthony Brown. He changed numbers to number 3 now.
Right.
So I'm just being honest. I think he's absolutely garbage,
Okay.
and I think we should get rid of him.
Right.
And hopefully we'll get rid of him soon. Now, outside of that, the safety that we have, Curse, he's good, but he's healthy.
Right.
The other safety has been injured as well, who came from Atlanta, right? But the star of the defense is Michael Parsons.
Right.
And if we can keep him rushing the passer, the guy might break the record. The guy is unstoppable. But the Cowboys sometimes don't know how to, like, keep going with what's working.
Right.
The guy's rushing the passer. He sacked Tom Brady twice.
Right.
First week 1. He sacked Joe Burrow yesterday, twice. And there's some other sacks that other guys got because they had to start doubling on Micah.
Yeah.
But then the Cowboys want to stop and move him to linebacker and have him chase the goddamn back out the flat.
Now, he was talking shit about Brady, right? He said he was going to take him out, right?
I mean, it was a little respect thing. You know, everybody wants to hit the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Everyone wants to take him
he
down.
hit him one too many times, and I think Fournette just let him know, right? That was
Well, no, they had to put a chip. Well, so what Fournette did was he chipped him, but when he chipped him, he kind of like really like gave him the business on the chip.
Yeah.
So you have 50% of the people saying, "Oh, that was a penalty. That was a bad play." It technically was a legal play.
Right.
You just like didn't expect him to do it.
Right. You got to let the guy know that's fucking putting your quarterback on his ass. That, hey, you know.
I mean, that's Tom Brady though.
Yeah.
You got to understand, anything happens to Tom Brady, Tampa Bay now goes back to being the Tampa Bay Succaneers.
Mm-hmm. It's true. That is true.
Literally.
I mean,
so you need Tom Brady upright. The guy's 45 years old.
not only do the Buccaneers need Tom Brady upright, the NFL needs Tom Brady upright.
Yeah.
You know that there was a major hit when he said, "I'm done." They're like, "Oh fuck, what are we gonna do?"
For real.
You know.
He came back like Mike.
Yeah, right.
The only one I ever seen that had Michael Jordan do a commercial for him before the damn game.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
from
got
goat
Mike,
to a goat.
Yeah, you got Mike talking about him?
Right.
He's like, I lasted for 2 years before I come back. This guy couldn't last for 60 days.
Yeah,
I'm
45 days.
45 days.
Like,
I'm
oh,
like,
shit.
You got Mike doing a commercial.
I wonder what that check looked like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know he got paid.
Of course. But they're buddies, though.
Are they?
Michael Jordan and Tom Brady, like I've seen clips of Michael Jordan and Tom Brady playing 2-on-2, them 2 on teams against 2 young kids on some island somewhere where the kids don't know who the hell Michael Jordan is.
Oh my God.
And then Jordan tells them, "Hey, you better Google who Michael Jordan is." He's hitting fadeaways at damn near 60.
Right.
You know, playing him and Tom Brady. So they're definitely they're tight.
It's real life Billy and Stacy. White man can't jump. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, that was their name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just broke that down for us. Holy shit.
Yeah, no,
I just know that was Wesley Snipes and Willie Harrison or something.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Phil. This is why we turned his mic off.
Turn it back
I was
on.
in elementary when
Turn
that
Phil back
movie
on.
came
Turn
out,
Phil back
bro.
on.
Yeah, right? No shit. He's younger than us.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I totally lost my train of thought after that statement.
Right?
I'm not going to lie. Oh, so you know that I heard somewhere that, and I'm going to fuck this up, but so Jordan was asked dream team, right? You know, in his era versus like a current dream team, who would win? And he said, we'd probably win by about 4 points. And then somebody asked him, well, why would it be so close? He goes, because we're all old.
Yeah, he means like we'll beat them currently.
Yeah.
Shit.
You could still beat
That's
him.
awesome. All right, what are we doing? Are we at an hour?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. But hey, thank you so much for coming on.
It's a pleasure. I had a great time with you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's important to me that people kind of get to know who you are, you know, and get to know a little bit more about you, not just the brand. So, you know, I really appreciate you coming out. We're definitely gonna have to do it again.
Absolutely.
We got more shit to talk about. This is just the beginning of the season too. So, I mean, we could just talk about sports.
Well,
Unfortunately,
let's get one with Leon.
yeah, absolutely.
sure.
Let's get one with Leon. And let's get one with Ike as well.
Whenever you want, the door is open. So you know,
we'll set it up.
I know their schedule is kind of crazy during football season, but
But we can do it in a weekday. I can get Leon on a weekday, and then Ike's on depending on his coaching.
Right.
But it'll be hot.
All right.
We'll do one.
We'll have to get a big chair for Leon. Something that'll.
Yeah, I was
support him.
thinking of the chair.
This is not. We'll have to. Yeah.
Hold on, you can just go like this.
Oh, you can
Okay.
flip the arm
All
up.
right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Phil can stand.
Yeah. It's true. Phil can hold them. His mic's off.
He's
He's
checking
checking
his
his
mic.
fist because his mic is off.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need.
We can get one of the little chairs from the other room. For Phil, not
Yeah,
for
of
not
course,
for
not for Leon.
No,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming on, and this is the.
Yeah, we
this is the-
appreciate it. a
I
lot,
appreciate
Howard.
you guys
Thank you very
having me,
much.
man.
All right, man.
The Cigar Hustlers podcast, its owners, and its sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show's host, Mike Stepankevich, with any feedback or suggestions that you have for their shows. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect. Ever. I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the
You
moderator.
didn't even let him fuck it up all the way.
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not even
record.
gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike. All right. Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Mike squared.